Teacher talking sports, what it does, what it do, how we live. And we've heard in recent seasons how the value of running backs has dipped immensely. You shouldn't pay them a large amount. They're replaceable. And, we've seen teams not use first round picks on them. The days of a guy like Saquon Barkley going second overall were no longer going to occur. There wasn't a running back taken in last year's first round of the draft. Well, there's a team that has avoided all that noise, and as pass happy as the league has become, although pass numbers are a bit down, the Ravens are doing so much damage on the ground. It's absolutely ridiculous. So, this is via Pro Football Talks Michael David Smith. Ravens have an NFL high 1,056 rushing yards, so that's through 5 games, have allowed an NFL low 302. So do the math. If you could multiply their run defense, the amount of yards they've given up, by 3.5, if you do that, their opposition are outrushing them by 1 yard. 302 times 3.5, 1,057. So absolutely incredible. Of course, it's been Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson. So with 1,056 rushing yards, the Ravens are the best in the NFL on offense. And with 302 rushing yards allowed, the Ravens are best in the NFL on defense. First team since the 2006 Falcons to have 1,000 rush yards in the first 5 games of the season. That year, the Falcons got 1,000-yard rushing seasons from both their quarterback, Michael Vick, and their starting running back, Warwick Dunn. Ravens can do the same with Lamar and Derrick Henry. They've also have 38 straight games with at least 100 rushing yards, just 5 away from the NFL record of 43, shared by the 2018 to 21 Ravens and the 74 to 77 Steelers. Yes, we see on this season. This is their Pro Football Reference page. We look at that rushing category, 1,056 to 302, and basically doubling their yards per carry, 6.1 for the offense, 3.1 the opposition, and we take a look at game by game logs. So this is them on offense. 185 rushing yards, 151 rushing yards, 274 rushing yards, 274 rushing yards, 271 rushing yards, 175 rushing yards. And yesterday was their worst game by yards per carry at 5.1. Now look at the opposition: 72, 27, 51, 81, 71. So again, they've allowed no more than 3.6 yards per carry and no more than 81 yards. So even in their game where they've had the most rushing yards, it's a little less than double the amount that when their opposition had the most rushing yards. So 151 was their least, and 81 is their most allowed. So just showing that the days of a strong running back are far from over. Of course, in that game as well, Derrick Henry went over the yesterday went over the 10,000 rushing yards mark and 100 total touchdowns. Just an incredible career. I've heard people kind of debate whether he's a Hall of Famer. To me, it's not a debate, especially because he's not done. But he's been the best running back in the game for a few seasons. I don't know if you call him that now, but at a time he was considered pretty much the best, and just an outstanding career again. He's got 572 rushing yards. Lamar Jackson, 363. Both well on pace for over 1,000. Even Justice Hill has 93 as well. But yes, the Baltimore Ravens, they're only 3-2. But clearly look like a different team these past 3 weeks. That Raiders game, it seemed like a fluke. Remember, Isaiah Likely almost had his his foot was a little bit smaller, a la Kevin Durant with the Nets. He would have scored a touchdown. They would have went for two if they had made that. They'd be 4-1 right now, but they've looked awesome the past three games, and definitely a motivating win on Sunday against their arch rival Cincinnati Bengals in overtime. Anyhow, don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.